Deafening noise on first down. Ball from their own 43. A blitz. Manning throws short. Third down, 14. Back at the 39-yard line. No score, just underway. A flag down. The pass nearly intercepted. 7-0 Florida. They're right after Manning. And he throws on the run. Caught. Close coach the ball.
The honeymoon ends in a hurry, Coach.
It does. Particularly in Alabama. Manning belts it as he threw a completion. And into Florida.
Big game against Florida last year. He came out of nowhere, played extremely well. This is just an inside route. Peyton Manning did a wonderful.
Tennessee on the move. Florida leads 7-0 on 2nd and 1. They go to the air. They go deep, and it is incomplete. The playoff on time against these changing fronts. Manning keeps and uses his bulked up. 6:53 remaining first quarter. 7-0 Florida. Tennessee on the move. Manning running out of time. Dumps it off. Nearly intercepted. 10 at the Florida 32. From the shotgun. Manning. Fumble! Recovered by
Beauchamp, number 93. He led Florida last year as the leading sack man. He came around the block, continued to put the pressure, and then stripped all defensive linemen.
6 minutes remaining, first quarter. Again, a deafening roar from the 85,000 here at the Swamp. 3rd and 12. Blitz. Manning, incomplete. Looking for Copeland, batted away by...
Tennessee loves to spread people out across the field. That allows them to get vertical depth, and it opens up the field. But Mike Harris, number 13, was sitting...
7-0 Florida.
The reason you have a protection zone like that for a receiver is to keep him safe. It's a good rule in college football.
Manning under pressure and runs away from it. And he gets popped by George. For kickoff as they were coming out to warm up. Some pushing and shoving. And coaches quickly separated them. A little bit along the line. There is a flag down at the plate. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the Florida 24. The Gators lead 7-0. Less than a minute left of the quarter. They're going for the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Nash. No to Knoxville.
Well, Marcus Nash has taken over the leadership role at the wide receiver position at Tennessee. Peyton Manning.
3 wide receivers all out to the right. With 1 wide out to the left. Out of the shotgun. Here comes the rush. Manning backpedaling for an interception. Tony George with some running room along the near sideline. George! Copeland, the only man with a chance to catch him. Touchdown, Florida!
Ed Chester, the defensive tackle from Florida, he starts the whole process. He comes from the inside. But Elijah Williams, number 25, comes on the blitz from the outside. Both of them lay the wood to Peyton Manning. The ball goes up in the air. Tony George with the interception return for the touchdown. Tony George played cornerback last year, was shifted to strong safety this year, comes up with the biggest interception of his life and certainly of his career based on pressure. He wanted to bring pressure from the outside. Elijah Williams comes on the corner blades. It's a very unusual stunt for Florida. They usually don't bring a secondary defender. Tennessee has not seen that very often in the past.
Entered age 37. His defense has scored a touchdown. The offense has scored once, and Florida leads 14-0. First play of the second quarter. Manning again throwing off the wrong foot. Out of bounds. It was picked off.
But Bob Stoops' defense is press coverage. The defensive backs play tight coverage on the wide receivers. They play man-to-man. They don't give them any room to breathe. There's just no throwing lanes, and there's nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. It's just great defensive.
Pressure defense being applied by Florida. He's trying to change the play with the play clock running out. In the flat, it's caught, but that's going nowhere. Levine, Tennessee with the ball. First and 10 at its own 46. After a 33-yard punt return by Jermaine Copeland. They blitzed again. Manning has a man. First down into Florida territory. And a fumble. Picked up by Tony George. He's buried at the 40-yard line. Marcus Nash caught the pass and then fumbled. And Florida takes over.
Marcus Nash finally beat the bump coverage of Florida. He gets off the bump coverage man-on-man against Elijah Williams. He gets open. Peyton Manning has time. He delivers the ball. Nash does an excellent job catching the ball in his hands, but then Elijah Williams comes back and strips it. One of the trademarks of Florida's defense.
CBS Sports. 14-0 Florida. 7 minutes left first half. Manning throws short of a first down to Marcus.
All of a sudden, it's a real ball game.
Balls have moved the ball in spurts, but they haven't been able to sustain drives. They've had 2 key turnovers. Manning wrapped up. He's still got the ball off, and it's incomplete. First interception of the year for Fair, the senior from Phoenix, Arizona. Manning hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Thaddeus Bullard, number 11, comes on the wide rush against Cozy Coleman, number 52. And that kind of pressure is what the ball against my defense.
Pass thrown quickly to Derek Edmonds. He's out to the 39. 4 wide receivers into the game. No tight end. Quick toss. First down and more into Florida territory.
Big year for the Volunteers.
This moves into their top 5 all time in receptions. Manning has a man open. It is Edmonds again for another first down. Play clock at 1 as Manning took the snap, dumped it off. They might be onto something here. Marcus Nash. To Manning is Sean Bryson. Manning a bobble. Manning down the seam. Great catch by Copeland. Touchdown Tennessee.
The field. They ran Copeland right down inside on a slant route, and Peyton Manning makes a beautiful throw. Copeland, a converted quarterback in the slot. This is almost the same play that Tennessee ran against UCLA a couple weeks ago for a touchdown, and almost an identical.
At its own 31-yard line. Call it the 32. The nose of the ball just across the 31. 4-man rush. Manning rolled away from it. He needs to get out of bounds.
Steers are sitting there saying, hey, is it the same old, same old? This is an important little 27-second period for Tennessee. They've got to move the ball, hit some passes, and feel good about themselves. And to jump up in the air and try to knock it down. Ed Chester trying to get to Peyton Manning, gets double-teamed, can't get there. But
the first Division I scholarship athlete out of that school. Out of the shotgun. Manning wrapped up, got it off, dropped. That's a catch. Look out. Javon Curse in pursuit. They jump it off. It's Sean Bryson. Short of a first down. 3 wide receivers, no tight end. Manning out of the shotgun. 4-man rush. He has time. He threw an interception. Intended for Price. It was
in against Fearless Price, and his job is to take him all over the field. Whether he runs short or deep, Fearless Price doesn't run a very aggressive route. He almost glides off the line of scrimmage.
Playing time. He's played solidly today, and a big interception gives the ball back to the Volunteers from their own 24. And the quick pass is caught.
Like they are right here. Look at them crowded up there. You got to go deep with the ball.
Manning throws incomplete. Looks like there might be a coordinator for Tennessee said this would be a game of a lot of one-on-one battles. His receivers are not winning those. They won that one. First down. With 3 minutes into the second half, the Volunteers trail by 13. Wrapped up is Manning and
on the rush. He's the linebacker who blitzes. He gets blocked effectively by the Tennessee running back, but he doesn't stay blocked. That's the thing you do in football. You give.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Manning running for his life. Free football.
Tony George comes from the top of the screen on the blitz. He's the guy that puts the pressure on Peyton Manning and shakes him up.
out his breath. Now he's back in for third down and 17. The Volunteers at their own 29. Blitzing from the right. Manning on the run, incomplete.
Defensive line. They are getting penetration. They're getting upfield. They just can't keep them and block them. So Manning is running for his life.
One of the past 4 years, guys.
And he certainly takes that attitude about the national championship. We asked him about that yesterday. He totally brushed it off. Nice.
To go deep with the ball. Get those defensive backs off of your wideouts. Peyton Manning puts this ball up beautifully. Marcus Nash runs underneath it. You can win some of those wars. You got to go and challenge.
Against this group?
Certainly. I don't know if it'll work, but you can run one.
Looked like it might have had a chance to work there had they had somebody coming the opposite direction. Tremendous pursuit by Florida. Throwback screen. Jamal Lewis. Previous running play by Lewis looked like it might be a setup for a reverse. Later, that's a high pass. Nearly intercepted. Had a great day either. They're going for it on 4th and 7 with a lot of time left. 6:04 in the third quarter. Manning had to throw. It's in.
Marcus Nash is in the slot. He runs down the field. Peyton Manning has to get rid of the ball because Florida brings the blitz. The ball is high.
Manning, quick hitter, caught by Benji. He needs some help. He hasn't gotten much today. And that ball is up for grabs and incomplete. Reserves in the secondary now, including John Ixnitis, number 26. Second and 10. Manning had a lot of running room, elected to throw, and that's a good decision. Andy McCullough inside the 10.
Andy McCullough is the guy who came up big last year against Florida. Again today, he runs down the field, just runs a little inside post route. Manning gets time, steps up in the pocket, delivers the ball, and then Andy McCullough turns on the afterburners and makes an outstanding.
5 catches today. Manning running out of time, throws it away. Wise decision. He had nothing
To throw into.
Manning throws quickly. Touchdown.
He held by the inside receiver, and all of a sudden there's a seam against the man-to-man. There's an opening. Peyton Manning player. It's too early to make that comparison, but he's a good-looking athlete.
And it's telling that he's in there at crunch time for Tennessee instead of the veteran back. That is thrown away by Manning. Has time, throws, caught.
Awareness on his part.
Third down and 2. Huge play in the ball game. Manning pass, batted down.
Acts like he's going to rush the quarterback, and then he drops into coverage and gets right into the throwing lane. Manning's trying to hit Jermaine Copeland, and he just got right into the middle of that throwing lane, got his hands up, intercepted the flop.
Tremendous noise as Manning throws, and that's been a recurring. Manning is just better than 50% for the day. He swings it out for Sean Bryson. 2 defenders there. Nowhere to go.
Out of the story.
And Tennessee had the edge at halftime. They are in a must-throw situation now. That play will not yield the first. Had one upset today. Out in Seattle, Nebraska defeated Washington by 13 on 4th down. Manning goes down.
Is Bullard from the left side of the screen. Here he puts the pressure on Peyton Manning with a tremendous pass rush, and then Manning is swarmed under by Keith Kelsey, number 41. This has been the story all day long. Can go right for him. I think he's supremely confident. Cocky, I don't know.
Pass thrown to Bryson. Tennessee to the 47-yard line of Florida. Desperation time for Peyton Manning, the offense. That's Marcus Nash. Trying to get outside. He could not. Tony George with another tap. Tennessee does not play LSU or Auburn this year. Good pass. No timeouts left. for Tennessee. No time left on this pass. It's a touchdown.
To stay for him, he'll run down the field and take it to the inside. Those are the zones or the areas of the defense that have been vulnerable today. He's open, and Manning puts the ball where he needs to.
Ball placed on the left hash mark at the request of the Volunteers. Manning managed to get away from Beauchamp. Now he throws to the end zone, incomplete over the head.